Welcome to our Swiss Villa home tour. Come on in. Welcome to our Swiss house. Today I'm going to give you a tour of the house before any renovation work has been done. We only moved in here 1 week ago and we literally just put our stuff in as the house was. So let's go take a look. Starting with the dining room. We had a little party here for our daughter who just turned 4, so that's why there's the balloons up, and that's why we also have these little candlesticks and flowers. So this looks nicer than it normally looks, but this is the space. It's really nice. It's an open concept into the salon, the living area, but we have nice windows that give it a lot of light, and we're thinking about knocking down this wall so that this opens up and becomes one big window. And we also have a deck back here that needs to be redone. But we thought that if we were to open this up, it would be good to have access to the outside. The other thing that you'll notice throughout the house is these walls. So these walls are from 1986, which is when the house was built. And it's this like textured plaster, which they call crepey. So aside from the fact that we have a lot of holes in the walls, which you see here, everywhere, and that it's a bit dirty, we also want to skim the plaster wall to make the walls smooth and so that it gives it a bit of a more modern finish. But for now, this is what we've got. So in here, there's kind of like this awkward little, I don't know. It's like the little passage between the dining and the living. This is basically the formal seating or the salon, the living room. Again, we have these nice big windows, so it gets a lot of light. In the morning, we get light coming from this window here. And then in the afternoon, all the light comes here. And then we get tons of afternoon light from this window. Here there was a very, I'm sorry, but ugly sconce, which we removed, and maybe we'll just cover it up with something temporarily. Because this wall, I actually want to knock through into, there's a little room back here, which we'll go there next. And then the one thing that we actually love about this house, this pitched roof, I love the wood paneling here. I think the color is a little bit yellow at the moment. I don't think that it's been treated, or I'm not sure if anything's been done to this wood. And I've also thought about running similar wood paneling all down the sides of this back wall here so that we have wood paneling all along this wall. That's one idea. Or another idea, a more expensive idea, which I think would be awesome, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to bear the cost, is to blow this wall out even more and to make this an even bigger window. Only time and our budget will tell. Then if we come this way, here we have a guest bath. Look at that tile. Ooh. I don't know what compels someone to want to do this, but this was the look back in the 80s. I mean, the tile quality of it is pretty good. Like, it's held up really well, and you know, it's been like 40 years that it's been like this. It's in good condition. It's just that we obviously want to change this. This is not really the look we're going for, but it's a really nice size bathroom. The toilet, I'm thinking about moving here and making a double vanity here just because we have 3 kids and this is the only bathroom on this level, and I think it would be nice to have 2 places to wash hands. And then this is a little room that through the closets here, it goes into the wall I previously showed. So this room, right now you just see that we've dumped all of our kids' stuff in here and we're using it as a playroom. But I have very grand plans for this room because I love this space. It stays pretty dark throughout the day, so it doesn't get a ton of light. But to me, this feels very cozy, and I think it would be great as a little library or kind of like study. So I really want to put built-in bookshelves back here along this wall and find a cozy chair in this corner. And then I want Kyle, my woodworker,
Dun, 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 dun.
to build kind of like a table here, and then we can do some chairs around it. Because I could just envision this to be a place where we can store our laptops and all of our office sort of stuff. And then the kids, when they start getting homework and books and things like that, they can store all that in the storage in the back and then have a place to do their homework. Okay, now.
Look at this door.
Yeah, this is a beautiful door. I love this door. It's very hardy. Feels, it's like thick wood. I love the shape. This handle needs to be replaced because it's quite dinged up and wobbly, but I love the shape of this. And I think that if you did some nice plaster work here, these details will really show. Another thing that we need to get done, though, is we need an electrician to come because all of these plates need to be replaced. And I also am not sure if the way that this electrical set up in here is up to code. That's another thing we got to do. This is our kitchen. Okay, American viewers, just be ready because this
is a big kitchen for Switzerland.
This would be a good sized kitchen in Europe. I think this is a small kitchen. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, okay? But everything in here has to be replaced. You can see how small the fridge is. This is the fridge.
Small
this is pretty
America.
Standard for Europe, but this is small for us. Although we've been living with a small fridge. We had a small fridge before. But you see the appliances. This is the dishwasher. This is pretty standard, I guess, but this is a bit small. It's really the oven. The oven, this looks like a little easy bake oven. If you can fit some stuff in here. I mean, we can do our Thanksgiving in here, but you know, it's not big. But all of these appliances, I think, are original to the house. And the cabinetry, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but this isn't to our taste. And there's also like these weird holes where the previous owner, I think he had stuff like hung from these cabinets. This kitchen, everything is functioning, everything is working, and when it's clean, it's fine. This is a big eyesore, and it's a bit annoying to have this in the middle of the kitchen. However, we do use this, so it's working. I think we're gonna be in this kitchen for a while. This is not really our first priority, so we have to find a way to make it work.
You wanna expand it?
I do wanna expand this. I was thinking about extending outward this way, because this is a really nice view out here and we see a lot of nice foot traffic here from everyone in the town. I would love to remove this, which would definitely make this feel more expansive. And then if we expand it out this way, we could maybe add a banquette, which is my dream, to have like a little informal dining space. But all these cabinets are full. They're pretty shallow. Like everything in here is sort of filled. So if we kind of keep this footprint of the kitchen, we got to find a way to maybe expand our storage space. We have enough, but it's probably just enough right now. Now we're going to go up. First of all, this rope handle, I want to remove this right now. It's not even placed in a location that is ergonomically good for use. But I don't know how this is in the wall. I will be so happy when this thing is thrown away. Because the stairwell is actually really nice. And just imagine there's no plastic. And imagine this is plastered. So when we come upstairs, right now this is set up as a loft with 2 bedrooms. This is the loft. We are using this right now as our bedroom because this will stay as our master, we think. We're gonna close this off. We're gonna add walls and enclose this and make this into an actual bedroom. Right now, we've been sleeping with it like this. Yeah, we're still moving. We've been here a week, so thus there's like still stuff to be unpacked. But we have this really nice view from this window here, but we wanna raise the roof line. Apparently there is a way to do this by adding windows. You change the window here. You make like one big window and you can change the angle of this roof and make this a regular wall. So that's what we want to do. And then once we do that, on this side, In this little corner, I think there might be enough space here to do a bathroom because we really want to have a master bathroom up here instead of just one bathroom. Because let me show you this bathroom. All right. First of all, this broken. This is the smallest bathroom. In fact, it's so small that the door here, I don't know if you can see this, but the door here is cut out so that it will fit. The door will close because this bathroom is that small. And all 5 of us are using this bathroom right now. It's fine. It's temporary, but we want to expand this bathroom and make it bigger. And we want to expand it a little bit this way and a little bit this way. Here we have one room. This is the infamous purple and teal stripe room, which is the room for 2 of my daughters. Every day I think about tearing down this wallpaper. I started to in the corner over here. There's a little spot that I started up there. I think I might continue because I don't know how much longer I can live with it like this. But this is bedroom number 1. And then there's a loft at the top, which we took the stairs down. Kyle did that in my previous video. But the loft up there is really cool. There's another little space up there that they can play and that you could eventually put a bed up there. And again, the ceilings in this room is this wood. But now that I'm looking at this, I think that the wood downstairs, something like this wood wasn't treated or something, and that wood was treated. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it was originally this color. I'm not sure. But I don't know what to do about this wood ceiling because I guess maybe you could plaster over all of this because I want to color drench this room. But if you have this wood ceiling, I think that's going to make the color drenching a little bit weird. And then this is the other room. They're good sized rooms, I think. This has a really nice view. This is the front of the house and it has a really nice view out here. And it's really quirky, this situation, but I really want to make a window seat here, like a jumbo XL window seat, and change out this window so it's half of a window so that we can do that. I think that would be so cute and it would make this really the focal point of the room. And again, there's this wood that comes all the way up and I'm not sure. I think I want to plaster over this. I don't even know if I want to keep these beams.
What?
That might be controversial. But
There was a closet here.
there was a closet here, but this is also wallpaper. So the previous owners painted over the wallpaper that was here. There's some stuff to be done here, but actually this looks like it's coming off. I mean, is this
Oh boy.
like,
Here we go.
it's not bad to take this off. I might take this off. I'm going to do a separate tour for the downstairs because there's some stuff going on down there right now, but this is it. Walking through this house is actually giving me heart palpitations for all the work that we need to do to it. There's so much that needs to be done, honestly, just to make the house functional and for us to feel comfortable in it while we do the fun stuff. So there's going to be a lot of work to do in this house. Thanks for watching. Bye.